First off, what is SpaceID? SpaceID is a decentralized name service network that operates across different blockchains. It provides users with the ability to register their own Web3 domains on various blockchains, including BNB Chain and Arbitrum. This allows for users to access decentralized applications, smart contracts, NFTs, and other blockchain-based resources through human-readable names. Similar to the Ethereum name service, SpaceID also allows for users to trade and manage different domains. This means that users can buy and sell Web3 domains or transfer ownership to others. In addition to its domain registration and management features, SpaceID provides a Web3 name, SDK, and API for developers. This makes it easier for developers to integrate Web3 domain functionality into their applications, allowing users to seamlessly access blockchain-based resources through human-readable names. If you don't understand this, let's put a better perspective. Imagine the internet is like a giant library with millions of books, but instead of using complicated Dewey Decimal System numbers to find each book, you can give each book a simple and unique name. SpaceID is like a tool that helps you create these unique names for books, and it also helps you find them easily using these names. So, instead of searching through millions of books to find the one you need, you can just use its simple name to locate it on the shelf. And, just like how you can lend and borrow books with your friends at the library, SpaceID also lets you trade and transfer ownership of these special internet things with others. If you're a grown-up who knows how to build things on the internet, SpaceID gives you a special tool to help you make these special names for others to use too. How exactly does SpaceID work? At the heart of SpaceID's modular and scalable architecture are three main components: the SpaceID protocol, the SpaceID platform, and the SpaceID DAO. The protocol is like the machine that powers the entire system, providing core functionality for Web3 domain registration, resolution, and management. It supports multiple top-level domains, or TLDs, like .eth for Ethereum, .bnb, and .arb for Arbitrum, as well as custom TLDs that can be created by communities. And because it's designed for cross-chain operability, users can link their Web3 domains to any blockchain address or resource. But what good is a powerful engine if you don't have a sleek and user-friendly interface to go with it? That's where SpaceID platforms come in. This is the part of the system that users interact with directly, offering a seamless and intuitive experience for domain discovery, registration, trading, and management. The platform also integrates with major dApps and wallets on BNB Chain and other blockchains, making it easy to use Web3 domains in your everyday life. And if you're a developer looking to build on top of the SpaceID ecosystem, there's even a Web3 name SDK and API to help you get started. Of course, no cutting-edge project would be complete without a decentralized governance model to ensure that it remains fair, transparent, and community-driven. And that's where the SpaceID DAO comes in. This is a decentralized autonomous organization that's powered by the ID token, which serves as both a governance token and an incentive mechanism for users to engage with the project and contribute to its growth and sustainability. The DAO, or DAO, is responsible for making key decisions about the development and direction of the project, including proposals for protocol changes, platform improvements, and community initiatives. And because it's a truly decentralized model, every ID token holder has a voice in the decision-making process. But let's wrap this up with SpaceID tokenomics. The ID token is the governance and utility token of the SpaceID ecosystem. Here are some details on its tokenomics. First is the token supply. The total supply of ID tokens is about 1 billion, with no more tokens to be minted in the future. Secondly, the token distribution. The initial token distribution is as follows: 50% for community incentives, 20% for the team, 15% for the ecosystem partners and advisors, 10% for the strategic investors, and 5% for liquidity provision. But what can you do with this mysterious token, you wonder? Well, for starters, you can use it to vote on important decisions that impact the entire ecosystem. Want to propose a change to the SpaceID protocol or platform? You could do that with your ID tokens. Want to have a say in how rewards are distributed or how the community is incentivized? You guessed it, you need ID tokens for that too. Plus, let's not forget about the token burn. As transaction fees are generated on the platform, a portion of those fees will be used to buy back and burn ID tokens, reducing the overall supply and increasing the value of your tokens even further. Overall, the ID token is designed to incentivize community participation, reward long-term holders, and provide a mechanism for governance and sustainability within the SpaceID ecosystem. And guys, kindly note that this is not financial advice, but for educational purposes only. SpaceID looks like a great project, but then again, they're not doing anything that's really new. As with any emerging technology and ecosystem, there are potential risks and challenges that could impact the success of SpaceID. These include competition from other similar projects, regulatory hurdles, and potential technical issues. Ultimately, whether or not SpaceID is worth it depends on individual perspectives, research on the project, the broader blockchain, and cryptocurrency market.
What is Handshake? Handshake is a software that aims to incentivize a distributed network of computers to operate and manage a new system for domain name ownership. You may not be aware, but today, website addresses are governed by a non-profit body called ICANN, which sets standards for what letter combinations can be used after the dot in any domain, such as .com, .org, .net and the many other varieties. Handshake seeks to replace ICANN's role as central authority for creating and issuing top-level domains with an open auction system operated by its computing network. Since ICANN isn't in the picture, Handshake believes it can offer an unlimited range of top-level domains. Furthermore, creating an alternative to a centralized entity like ICANN also has another important side effect. Over time, it could help make a group of companies involved in the management of domains called certificate authorities, or CAs, obsolete. On today's web, CAs tell users whether they are connecting to a genuine website. You can see a CA at work every time the green padlock icon appears on your browser URL bar. For instance, if you load youtube.com, you will find a padlock icon on the URL box by the left that normally indicate the website is secured, and at times you might find a caution sign on that same angle for another domain URL indicating that website is not secured. These activities are the work of CAs. However, a problem with the current system is that CAs, through error or manipulation, can make mistakes in identifying a genuine website. The CA system also depends on ICANN to maintain a list of domains, making it subject to errors that could arise from central management. But while using Handshake, the verification that tells users whether they can trust a website would move to the blockchain, potentially creating a new way to manage one of the web's oldest resources. Let's look further into how Handshake works. To put it simply, Handshake is a system for distributing website addresses through auctions. With Handshake, auctions for top-level domain names are held every 2 weeks. Users must bid using Handshake's cryptocurrency, HNS, to take part in the auction. The winning bidder pays the second highest price, using a format known as a Victory auction. These auctions are all handled automatically by the Handshake software. Guys, this video is sponsored by the like button, so if you still haven't liked this video, kindly do that and hit the subscribe button to support our efforts. Okay, we are about to land our jets, but before we pull these gears, let's discuss some important component of Handshake. First is the Handshake blockchain. This blockchain shares several similarities to the Bitcoin blockchain. For example, miners running the Handshake software compete to unlock newly minted HNS tokens by solving mathematical puzzles and adding blocks to the Handshake blockchain. Similar to Bitcoin, new blocks are added to the blockchain every 10 minutes. Furthermore, like Bitcoin, Handshake has a fixed 2.04 billion limit on the supply of HNS that can never be created. Also, Handshake miners are paid 2,000 HNS every 10 minutes for performing this task. Second component is creating Handshake domain names. Handshake names must be claimed in an auction. It is expected that all possible Handshake names will be available for bidding within a year of the Handshake network's launch. Furthermore, a user who wishes to create a Handshake name needs to check if it's available and then send a special transaction to the network that opens an auction. The network's algorithm will then determine when that auction will take place. It's important to note that handshake names can also be used in several of ways. For example, they can be used to point to a website, but they can also be used as an address for a cryptocurrency wallet. Thirdly is the name claims and name auctions. Notably, the 100,000 web addresses with the most traffic, as measured by Alexa, are being set aside on Handshake for their current owners to prevent abuse of the system. Owners of those websites can claim a handshake name by issuing a cryptographic proof. Auctions are the main way handshake names are acquired. Users can bid for names roughly every 14 days. Bids are private, and the highest bid wins. Now let's look into HNS token. The official currency of the Handshake network is HNS. This means users need to buy HNS to participate in auctions for domain names. And it's used by participants to transfer, register, and update domain names. The token have a total and maximum supply of 2.04 billion. Let's wrap this up. If you believe the internet's basic infrastructure could be better managed by a decentralized alternative, then you will understand the importance of what Handshake is trying to achieve. Whether they will be able to disrupt the $3 billion domain name registration business with a more trusted alternative is another debate. But the opportunity we will have with a sensorless and decentralized domain system is too good not to embrace. Kindly like this video to help us get it to as many people as possible and subscribe to our channel. We need to grow this community, so please share our video with your friends. Don't hesitate to let us know what you think about Handshake and let us know other project that you will like us to work on. See you next time.